Oh, I guess I was unmuted. Hey, what's going on, guys? We got some things to talk about today. What's going on, Amy? Carrie? How y'all doing today? What's good? Just gonna wait for some people to collect and then we'll get started with this. Actually, hang on one second. All right, there we go. Hey, Pockets are here. What this is all about? Well, apparently, Kyra is trying to find Preston a job, and maybe she already did because this is not too recent. This is probably I think this is from a couple weeks ago because I took a break because of my health issues and stuff, but I wanted to address this and now I got the chance to. So we're going to do it, you know what I mean? Okay, so we'll just get started. How about that? Okay, so for context, Kyra posted this is on like Facebook, right? And we have a few screenshots to talk about here, but so Kyra is trying to or was trying to find Preston a job. I don't know if he has one now or whatever, but that's another conversation. But in this, she was trying to find. I mean, see, there's a name at the top. She was trying to find a job for Preston. What happened to Preston doing football? That was only for his college, I think, and then he graduated. And we have a graduation picture we'll go through too. Okay, so her name's at the top there. Hope my mouse doesn't die. Anyone looking for an employee in finance? I know of someone, her boyfriend Preston. That's who it is. Looking who has a degree in accounting and has about 1 year or experience. 1 year, about 1 year or experience, and is eager to start his career. Yeah. Let's see. There's a lot of things he's eager about. You know what I mean? Somebody asked, where is he located? In Kyra. There she is. Reply says, currently, whatever. I don't know. Ogden, whatever, however you say it, but is willing to relocate. Currently looking from Ogden to Farmington and less remote. Right? Okay. So, by the way, this is from the okbaby facts page on Instagram. They get a lot of these screenshots. So, credit to them. They do a good job on it. You can't see anything. Hang on. Let me see. Oh. Let me fix that. Okay. What? Let me see. Let's do this. What about that? Hold on. I just changed it up. Let me see. That's weird. Why isn't anything popping up? Nothing's still popping up. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me fix this. Okay. Why isn't this showing up? Let's remove that. And then we will go to me upload again. Let's see. There we go. All right, I paused it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. There we go. You guys see that now? Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. By the way, it's hot again. It's like almost another 90 degrees. So I got my cold rag here because it's hot. Okay. So I don't know what that was about. I think I had before I started the stream, it was I had it like all ready to go. Maybe because I did that, it just didn't show. I don't know. It's weird. Okay, so we'll just backtrack. Okay, so Kyra's trying to find Preston a job. This is what it comes down to. She says, anyone looking for an employee in finance? I know of someone, which is Preston, looking, who has a degree in accounting and has about 1 year or experience and is eager to start his career. Whatever. What's going on, Tiff? Where's he located? And she says currently wherever the hell it says, but is willing to relocate. Currently looking from whatever that says, Ogden, whatever, to Farmington unless remote. Okay. Our boy Apoc giving us the goods while suffering through the heat and dedication. Oh, you don't even know, man. Like, earlier this year when it was wintertime, it was like 3 degrees. And I was doing the same thing out here. So it's either hot, cold, whatever. You know, I'm out here suffering for your entertainment. Okay. So that's that. We already went through it. So I just wanted to get that out of the way quickly. And then we'll go to this next one. Should be popping up in a second. There we go. Okay. So I don't even know how. I mean, the person who was messaging Kyra here must have screenshot and sent to somebody. You know what I mean? So, things not loading. Hang on. There we go. Okay. So, I don't know. I don't know how this person got the screenshot, but I'm assuming that whoever was talking to Kyra screenshot and sent it to somebody's way. Why can't Preston get his own job? I don't know. It's a good question. Didn't Kyra famously repost the famous Kim K? Nobody wants to work anymore clip. Does that include her man? Maybe not her man, but it does apply. I have an accounting degree and people need accountants right now. I'm surprised he's having an issue finding a job. We hire anyone who's competent at this point. Yeah. Well, somehow people got hold of his resume and that got out too. So we'll go through that. We'll see. Maybe this is why, you know. Anyways, let's get to what this DM says. So, mouse, bro. Hi Sharon, thanks for reaching out. A friend of mine is looking for a full-time long-term career in the accounting world, and now that we are now that he graduated. I can't see what this says. With his degree. Hang on. My thing's loading, so it like disappeared for a second. There he goes. He currently works for a large appraisal company and does payabilities and receivables full time. I like how she says a friend of hers, but not like her partner or boyfriend, but a friend. Did Preston get friend zoned? Who knows? Okay, so where were we at? He's been looking for a little bit of time now, but is being strategic in his pickings and trying to find a company that is a perfect fit. Yeah, so is it so much that he's being picky, or is he just having a hard time? And why is that? You know, like you said, people are hiring accountants. It's hot, so I got my rag up here. People are hiring. So why is he having a problem? Okay, let's go through. Whoa, my thing disappeared again. What is up with this? There we go. Okay. Make sure it's still up. Okay, it might be a little blurry on your guys' end because I think my internet's kind of slow today. Okay, so anyways, I got this one. This is Preston. I blurred out the faces just because I don't know who they are. It doesn't really matter to me. Preston's right there. But they say, congrats, Preston. We have Preston's. Congrats, Preston Smith. Let me put this up a little bit. Hang on. There we go. That works a little bit better. Congrats, Preston Smith. We and many others are super proud of you. Double major in accounting and criminal justice. Let's see. Okay. Then I just want to show that to show that he graduated or whatever. Why is this thing keep disappearing on me? Okay. Okay, so this is where we got his. Here, let me take these banners off. I can't see. Can I take the banner off? Right, let's see. Hang on. There we go. Okay. There it is. Okay, so this is his resume. So he has, he has his education. I don't really care about that. Experience, promoted to accounting specialist to provide, blurred out, the latest information in accounting from the academic sector. Leading my team, responsible for accounts. Blah, blah. This is all stuff I don't care about. It doesn't have too many things, though. Let's see. Move on to the next one. What's up, Nat Jen? How you doing? I don't know why it keeps disappearing on me. There we go. Okay, so there was something in here I wanted to show. Did it skip through? I don't even know. Okay, so shop with a jock. What is that? Caretaker, provide helpful services to underprivileged kids and unable to buy Christmas presents for themselves. I mean, that's great, but like, wasn't he like somewhat of the cause of Kyra and Oscar's breakup during Christmas? So was that one of their gifts? Breaking up the family? Imagine asking your ex-wife, ex-BFF, who is now girlfriend, to use her privileges to get him a job. I know. That's what we're all here for, Nad. I know. It's kind of crazy that he can't get a job on his own. He's having Kyra look it up on Facebook for him. And it's so funny. She called him like her friend. Let's see. Was there something else? There we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So All-American, 3-time All Big Sky Conference, play in 56 games. Well, whatever. This is whatever. I worked at Lowe's. Worked full-time during summer months and earned enough money for the school year so I could focus on my academic and sports goals. Provided team leadership from open to close during a worldwide pandemic for 3 months. I like it. He mentions the pandemic. Okay. Excelled under pressure at Lowe's. Experienced some of their highest volume sales in history during the pandemic. This included de-escalating upset customers over delivering customers. It's like basic shit. So judging by her new vlog, I'm pretty sure she's still moving to Farmington. I haven't really been watching any of her vlogs. Been busy just trying to catch up with everything out of my computer. Okay, so I mean, I think that's about it. We're not done here. I have something else I want to talk about, but I think that's about it. It's just weird that she's looking for a job for Preston. And also when you think about it, it's like, so you had a 7-year relationship with Oscar and like you didn't even try. I mean, both of them didn't, but still, like y'all didn't even try and you were almost financially free, but then you break it off instead of going to therapy or trying to fix it or whatever. And then you get with somebody who like doesn't even have a job. I mean, to be fair, to his credit, at the time he was still in school or whatever, but like you're having to help him find a job. It's a little weird. She said in that last message that he's being highly selective. Maybe he wants some hot shot accounting job. I mean, he wants to go with, doesn't want to work at Lowe's. He wants to, I'm assuming he wants to get a job, in his field that he went to school, is it just me or is the resume very rudimentary and basic? Yeah, no, it is. That's why I also brought it up here, because it's like I remember people sending me this stuff and I'm like, it is pretty basic. And that's what they were saying too, that it's really, really basic. It just seems like, I don't know, just the most like stereotypical resume you can find, Yeah, it's not. I mean, maybe he doesn't have a lot of experience. I don't know. There's not a lot going on there, but it's just, I don't know. It just seems like she traded something very, very concrete for something that's not concrete whatsoever. You know what I mean? But So let me see. Is it this next one? I think this is the next one I want to talk about. Yes. Okay. So this one, we're gonna switch gears here because I wanted to talk about that. But I would expect better from a dual degree graduate. Yeah, true. That's true. Have a little more than just, oh, I helped some customers out. I de-escalated the situation. I don't know. He's in his 20s. Okay, so switching gears here, and we can go back to him in a minute, but I wanted to talk about this. So apparently, we did the stream the other night, and I know it's gotten out that like Kyra, you know, she got drunk and saw all that crazy stuff on her Instagram the other day, right? And so apparently people are using that situation to like go after her sponsors, which I don't really agree with. Let's read this, but then and then we'll dive into that. So it says, so this is somebody messaging, and I believe it's chat books. So they said last night, Kyra Siverton, whatever, from okbaby went on her Instagram while she was drunk, saying that addiction is a choice and not a disease. How ignorant and immature does someone have to be to post things like that? And the fact that you support her is a big shame. In one of the Facebook groups we are in that has 10,000 people, which I'm assuming that's maybe DCP's Facebook group, barf, have decided to no longer support this company if you keep sponsoring her, which is like, okay, like calm down. This is like some Karen stuff right here. But anyways, they said, hi, whoever, it's blurred out. Thanks for bringing this this to our attention. We will let our collaboration agency that we work with know right away to not pursue future collaborations with her. Now, what I will say is that, like, really, out of all the things that you could go after, sponsorships for, this is like the one thing. Like, people didn't even react like this with the breakup. You know what I mean? Like, what she did to Oscar, they didn't go after her sponsors, at least for the most part. But I don't know. Like, I don't think Kyra deserves to lose everything just because she had a bad take. To be honest, that's her experience and her trauma. Now, she should have just talked about it, like we said in our in the stream, and we all agreed. A lot of us just agreed upon that, was that she should have just worded it based kind of like from her perspective and not made it seem like addiction is universal, because there's a lot of different like versions or like forms of addiction, and that's, she could just be talking about her own, and that's okay because that's her own, that's how she feels as, someone who has a mom who has an addiction, and this is how she feels about her mom. Okay, that's fine. But just because you feel that way about your mom doesn't mean somebody else feels that way about their brother or their father or their sister or their mother or a friend or a family member or whatever, right? So like, that's cool. Like, like, that's cool that you feel that way, and that's okay, but it's not a universal thing. But so she should have worded it differently. I completely agree to that. But what should what I think is that I don't believe people should try to go after her sponsorships just because she had this bad take. Because there's plenty of, let me tell you this, there's plenty of other stuff you could justify as to why you would, go after her sponsorships or brands or whatever. But this is just like, come on. I understand it's offensive, but I think it's going too far because, you are taking money away from her children, unless it's like actually deserved. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like it was a bad take. And I agree she deserves the grief for it, but it's also like, do you're really using this to go after, her pocket? I don't know. I found it a little off-putting, you know what I mean? But that's just my take on that. Imagine you got Hannah on here. Yeah, I tried. I think she's just over it. You know what I mean? I think she just wants to move on with her life. She doesn't want any like attention or anything like that. She just wants to, move past it all, which you got to respect it, he does have a job in this field. Lowe's was until July 2020. Well, this is very recent, so I don't know if it was like this. Was it? Go back here. Oh, let's go back. There you go. Yeah, this stuff was very recent, so I don't really know if um he got a job in his field yet. But it's been I don't know, maybe a month or so since I got saw these, or maybe just a few weeks. I don't know. I don't know. But I do find it funny she was trying to find them a job though. You haven't mentioned too much. We've only been on 20 minutes. And there's not like an insane amount to talk about, just a few screenshots, you know. Yeah. Scroll up. Let's go. Let me get a drink 1 second. Okay, there we go. I'm not a fan of Kyra, but many people feel that way about addiction. Is it distasteful? Sure. Could she have just been extremely emotional regarding a situation with her mother? More than likely. No reason to take food from her children's mouth. Yeah, and I agree. You know, um, she was also drunk, you know what I mean? You know how people get when they're drunk. She was also around her dad, so maybe like, she was with her dad and they were just like talking shit about her mom, and and then they got drunk or whatever, and it brought up some like bad feelings. And Kyra made the mistake of going online and expressing that stuff. She should just kept it to herself, but I agree it was very distasteful, but that's how she feels about her own mom, and she has every right to talk about that. And I find it funny when people, will say like don't invalidate others, trauma or experience and all that noise, but then they will like go so far to try to take money out of her pocket just because she has an opinion about addiction that's based from her own experience. Now, should she have worded it differently? Absolutely. Absolutely, because she's allowed to feel however about him. I have feelings about my dad and my stepdad. Um, although I think everybody would think that my stepdad's like a piece of shit. You know what I mean? But that's a whole story of its own. But I don't think my dad was an addict. And he's dead now because of it, because he died from infection by using a dirty needle. But I don't hate the guy. I don't think he was a piece of shit. I know for a fact that he was lost. But with my stepdad, he's not lost. He's highly into drugs, but he's not lost. He's exactly where he wants to be. And he uses drugs and alcohol as his fuel to be an asshole. Like straight up. And this is crazy. But when I was 12 years old, like this is just nut stuff. Like I think he was more into alcohol at the time, but I don't know, there was like piss on the toilet seat or whatever. He blamed me for it, right? This is not my dad, this is my stepdad. But he blamed me for it. And then denied it. And I'm like 12 at this point. I'm a child, right? And so he picks me up, drags me to the bathroom, and shoves my face in the toilet. You know what I mean? So when people, that's another form of addiction. There's no excuse for that, no matter what. You know what I mean? So that's where it comes in, where there's like different versions, and that when I say somebody uses it as fuel, like that's him. You know what I mean? So, but that's my point, is that between my dad and my stepdad, it's not universal. Those were two different addictions. Like with addiction, there are people who are victims, and then there's, with my stepdad, who isn't a victim. People around them are the victims. With people like my stepdad, it's crazy. Yeah, contacting her sponsors for this is a little extreme. Yep. She's done way worse in my opinion. I agree. Yep. Uh, including when she gave dangerous diet advice and then casually admitted to having an eating disorder. Exactly. And like uh it would be like distasteful for her to promote like, oh guys, eat a Hello Fresh, and then I'm only going to eat 1,000 calories a day, which I need to get to, by the way. Like I'm going to get to that because I did want to touch up more on her like bad advice she's giving to people. I just like, I had my own issues, so I put it off to the side. I'll agree, or I'll get to that though, because I do want to talk about that more, because that's like definitely my field. You know what I mean? Um, course, you should know better. Put the others online or post things online, but it's too far to go sponsors about a very personal topic to her. That's super pathetic. And who would do that? Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, Pac, that you had that experience. Substance abuse is awful to go through from loved ones. And I lost my best friend. Everyone has their own experience and opinion. Exactly. And not all are the same. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just think people went too far with that, with the going after her sponsors. It's just like, come on, guys. Like, use something. Like, if you're gonna do that, use something else, not this. Like, it's just an opinion based from her like feelings, her experience, and her trauma. You can't blame her how she feels about her mom or how her mom treated her. We don't know. Kyra doesn't even want to talk about like what her mom did to her. You know what I mean? That's what people always ask her, like what she did, and Kyra just like refuses to actually go into detail because she's traumatized. You know? Okay. Okay. All right, guys. That about it. I'm gonna get going here. That's all I really had to talk about. You know what I mean? I just want to come in here and break these down real quick. I will have a. I do plan to try to. I'm gonna try to upload a lot this month because I'll give you guys a quick little update before I go. But I'm gonna try to upload a lot this month because, man, the last couple of months, my health is it's getting better, but man, and just for anybody out there wondering, and maybe I should just upload a video talking about kind of like what happened to me and then what's been going on for the last 7 months. Maybe that's what I'll do. But it ended up being to where my body wasn't digesting food, so I couldn't eat, and I was like starving myself because when I did eat, because like when you're not digesting food, it just sits in your gut and rots, and man, it caused me to have like secondary like conditions of like GERD and acid reflux, but also like anxiety and brain fog. So every time I eat like anything, it would um it would literally put me into like major brain fog, and I just couldn't remember anything. I couldn't focus. It put me into like a horrible, horrible foggy state. The anxiety it gave me wasn't like panicky anxiety. It was just like it put me into this like foggy state. It was horrible. It was horrible. And like I still experience all this stuff, but like I'm finding ways to make it better. But this slowly built up over like 7 months, and now I think I'm getting better, but I have to take like digestive enzymes and whatever. I'm taking probiotics, blah blah blah, just trying to make it better, you know. But maybe I'll go into detail about it in another video, I think. Um, but yeah, I do plan to make more videos this month because I was lacking for the last 2 months, especially last month for sure. But I already plan to like make a bunch. I have like 5 videos ready to go, like ready to like record and edit those and get them out. Oh, you're pretty late, Rashana. I'm saying my goodbyes right now. Thanks, Lauren. Yeah, it's oh god, that sounds awful. Hopefully you're on them, and I'd love to hear your story, the experience. Yeah, it was horrible. And I'll go into more detail about it, but like basically when I first started, because like the symptoms were so weird, like I didn't know what I had. And I was, when you go through stuff, you kind of just, you do your own before you go to the doctors, you do your own research, you look up stuff on Google, blah blah blah. And I have been feeling better, but only because I'm taking precautions. You know what I mean? I haven't eaten meat in like 3 weeks because it makes me sick. And it's not because of meat, it's just because my digestive tract is just horrible right now. So I'm trying to make it better. And I believe so. It's like digestive anxiety is what I have. So, there's like the mind gut connection. And I did so much research on it. But originally, like when it was first happening, I thought I had clogged arteries, you know, and it was pretty bad. I thought I had clogged arteries because I had like similar symptoms, But then I went in and got checked out, and that's not what it was. And that's when they're like, "Oh, you have GERD, and that's reflux." And I'm like, "Okay, fine, that's what I had." But then I was like, "Why am I still?" So I changed my diet hardcore, guys. I was literally only eating like, some bread and some chicken, and I would have like watermelon, bananas, and stuff too. But my diet was so strict, and it was still affecting me. So I was like, what the hell is going on with me? Because I'm taking all the steps I need to if I have this acid reflux and GERD. Like chicken has no fat in it, just about. Yeah, it is horrible. And it sucks too, because like it's what I found out, it's like oh shit, dude. That's a gunshot. That's like the third gunshot. There's two before I hopped on stream. The hell are they doing over there, man? So you get for living out in the country, you know what I mean? Anyways, GERD is horrible. But mine's like a secondary, or what I found out is like GERD's like a secondary condition. So like you never just like have GERD. There's something that like causes GERD or acid reflux to happen. And because my gut, like I was going, last 7 months I've been going through like some stress. I didn't even feel it, but like I discovered that my gut was taking the stress for me, and then it like destroyed my fucking digestive system. And so uh I was like, why is this chicken still affecting me, man? Because I have taken all the precautions, and chicken doesn't have any fat in it. Chicken doesn't affect GERD. It's like 0.05%, or not 5%, 0.05 like grams of fat. It's nothing. Or saturated fat, it's nothing. There's nothing in it that would affect GERD, but it was still putting me into brain fog and making me super, super nauseous, And so, anyways, pop this up. All right. Okay. So, anyways, I went into the doctors again, and they couldn't find anything. And they told me about like, digestive anxiety. And I was like, could it be that? And like we did research. I'm like, all my symptoms are pointing to this. And so like the only way really to fix it is just like find more ways to relax and de-stress yourself, and then your gut can fix. Because man, it blew my mind about how like connected your brain and gut is. It's crazy. Turmeric is good. I haven't gotten that yet, but it's supposed to be really good for your gut. But man, it was horrible, because like it was just affecting me so much, and I got to a point to where I just stopped eating. Like I just stopped eating, because I was like, that was the only time I felt normal, was when I was like not eating. So then I just stopped, and then I'm not taking anything aside from like digestive enzymes and probiotics. I don't want to do anything the doctors like really give me, because like PPIs and stuff, I don't want any of that, because there's also like side effects from those, and they're just band-aids, man. I want the real fix, which is doing turmeric and just other stuff. I mean, I'm doing apple cider vinegar. I'm taking all my multivitamins. I'm just trying to get it handled. And so yeah, I like starved myself for like a week because I didn't want to eat. I was like too shook to eat, and every time I ate, it was really messing me up. And then because it would just sit in my gut and rot. And then I also wasn't able to make like bowel movements and stuff like that. And then it was really bad. It was really bad. My mental state was just horrible. I was like getting depressed and shit, you know what I mean? And that's like the first time in my life. I've been through some shit, man, like in my life, and none of it fucking depressed me. But this shit did, because food is what I need. I'm better now. Yeah. That's why I'm able to like be on here. If I wasn't better, I wouldn't be on here right now. I'm definitely better, but I'm still going through it though, but I'm trying to fix it, So I'm trying to take other steps to, fix it. Cause like I said, the best fix, like aside from like taking things that can help your gut and your gut health, is by de-stressing yourself to try to make your gut better. So that's my goal, is to try to do that. But yeah, I'm still going through it, but we'll get through it. Like I said, I haven't eaten meat in like I said, 3 weeks, I think, because meat is like harder to digest. And even though chicken's like one of the easiest meats to digest, it still wasn't doing it. I was chewing that shit up into like a puree, trying to make it as easy as possible for my digestive system, but it just would not do it. And it made me super nauseous to eat meat. Well, yeah, like I just said, chicken was like my last resort after everything was like throughout the last 7 months. It was just, I was just every month, every week, I was taking something out of my diet. Something was just getting chopped off because it was making me sick and making me feel horrible. And then it just got to a point to where I haven't eaten meat in 3 weeks because of it. And I love meat, and I'm not like a vegan or anything like that. I can't. It was just my body won't digest meat very well. And until I get my gut fixed, I'm probably not going to eat meat. I've been good though. Like my energy is actually pretty good. I've been eating a ton of oats, like oatmeal, like protein oatmeal. I've been eating protein bars that are only made of oats. I haven't had any dairy. I haven't had any candy, no chocolate, nothing. Like on the real, my diet right now is literally oatmeal, like oat protein bars, egg whites. I eat about a carton of egg whites every single day. 9-grain bread. I'll have a few slices of those per day. I'll have bananas, watermelon. And I need to expand my horizon more, but I'm just kind of like getting out of the funk. So like right now I'm slowly experimenting with different foods so that my gut, because I need to try it to know it, like slowly try it to see if it will affect me. Like I tried a Beyond Burger, I think a week and a half ago, and even after feeling like so much better, because I was like, well, it's a Beyond Burger, it's not meat, it's fake meat. And and I took it, but it's also like high in fat too. And I took it and it put me into a horrible episode. Luckily, it was only like 10-15 minutes or so, because I took the smallest of bites. You know what I mean? But it put me into this horrible episode where my body just got extremely hot. I had really bad acid reflux where it was like spitting out acid. The panicky anxiety hit me. Um, and just brain fog. I couldn't think. It was horrible. It was like horrible. And I was like, well, Beyond Meat don't work, So I was like, if my stomach can't handle Beyond Meat, it's not going to be able to handle actual meat. I would say that when I ate chicken, it didn't affect me in that way. It did give me brain fog and nausea though. But I had like acid reflux for like 3 days because I ate that one bite of Beyond Burger. So I was like, eh. So I'm going to slowly take things in and figure like what I can eat. I know there's more. Like I'm going to try quinoa soon. That's really good. High fiber, blah, blah, blah. That's to be good. Brown rice I can do. I'm going to start introducing that. But I'm trying to find a good balance of like protein. The problem is like a lot of things affect me. Like I had a vegan, plant-based, organic protein shake, and it like somewhat set me off, so I couldn't drink it. And so I'm like, oh, I think I need to, or I can't have this. So it's like I can't just like switch to vegan and just start eating all these vegan things. They affect me as well. Like I said, the Beyond Burger, the protein shake, like my gut is like super messed up. And I know it took time to get here, so it can take time to fix it, So it's hard to reintroduce foods back into your diet when you had serious food aversions. I know it really is, especially because like it's not just like the reaction you're going to get after eating it, but also like up here, I really recommend the book Fix Your Gut. I actually saw that, and I do plan on looking into that. That's how I feel right now. I'm trying to get rid of coffee and next meeting. I ain't trying to get rid of nothing. I'm trying to get those back. I haven't had caffeine in a while. There's I have these Zip Fizz things, or like I don't know if you guys know what, you can get them at Costco. They have vitamins in them, right? And all sorts of vitamins, potassium, everything. But they're fizzy, and they kind of affected me. And I couldn't tell if it affected me because it's fizzy or because I have like the GERD too. or if it was the caffeine, because caffeine affects GERD, but it affects it like in a different way. And I took an antacid and it worked. I think I did on like one of the streams a few weeks ago, and then now I have one. I'm trying to like flatten it out, make sure it's not too busy. I'm gonna try it again. We're gonna go again with that, because I wouldn't mind have some caffeine. It's only 100 milligrams too. Have you tried fish? I haven't tried fish yet, but like I said, I tried the Beyond Burger. I don't know if that would work. I also don't like fish. I think fish are gross. Like, not even just the taste. I haven't tried every fish, so I can't say that all fish is bad. But what I will say is that I don't like the idea of eating fish. To me, they're gross. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird. That's another weird food aversion, you know. Let's see. Has anyone talked about the fact that Kyra and Oscar pulled the house from the market? I saw. No, I didn't see that. Interesting. No, can't afford anything else. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see that. Okay. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for sitting here and listening to me rant about this. I probably will do a separate video talking about like what happened with me, because that's like not everything, and there's a lot more to go into it, you know. But anyways, thanks for hopping on the stream, guys. I appreciate you all. Don't forget to like the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys on the next one. I'll have a video out tomorrow too. Look forward to it. Bye.